Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you what is in my travel makeup bag. Whenever you're going on a trip, it's nice to have those go-to products that you know you're going to bring just so it's easy to pack and it takes a little less stress out of it. So if you want to see more on what I like to take when I travel, then keep on watching. So first things first, I have a really cute bag. This is from Kate Spade, and it's actually not that big. It even fits in my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, and I also have one of those small away carry-on luggage, and it fits perfectly in that. And it holds all my makeup. And you would think that I would have a ton of products, which I do take a lot, and this fits everything I have to bring. So I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out and explain why I bring it. First things first is going to be my beauty sponge. Obviously you have to take this with you to blend in your concealer, any liquid products you have, and I also use this to blend in my foundation. That way I can forgo bringing a foundation brush that's gonna take up more room since that's a dual tool. The next thing is gonna be my brushes because it's what I pack last in the bag. So the ones that I bring are a blush brush. This one's from Sonia Kashuk from Target. I have this Urban Decay one that's dual-ended, and it's great because I can use this end for my lid shade, and I use this to set concealer on my eyelid or to highlight my brow bone, anything like that. And then I bring two different crease brushes. I bring one from that same Sonia Kashuk Target line, and I got this at Christmas, but they definitely have them all year round. It's just the prints change. So I have this one, and then I bring the Morphe M441. This is if I want to deepen up my eye look or something, add a bit of a darker color, I use this. And then I have my highlighting brush, the Anastasia one. I'll write down in the description bar what this is called below because I always forget. And then I also have this is the Morphe M507, and I just use this to add color to my lower lash line. So I also bring a concealer brush. This is the Morphe M224. This is great if you're applying a liquid concealer or if you want to carve out your brows or apply your concealer more precisely. You can use it for a lot of different stuff, so I just think it's good to have. And then I take the Morphe M438 and I use this to set underneath my under eye. You can use it to clean up underneath your cheek. You can even use it for highlighter if you wanted. And then I use the Hakuhodo Sephora collab. I have no idea what this brush is called, but it's basically angled, and I use it for my bronzer because you can get a nice, it carves out your cheekbone right here, and it works really nicely, and it doesn't take up that much room, which is key when you're traveling. Are you guys surprised already that I fit all of this in one bag? The next thing that I have is my eyelash curlers. You always got to bring a pair of these. Make sure your eyelashes look really pretty. And then I bring my Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 5. And I have a mascara, L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I have my setting spray. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is great for priming your face or for setting your makeup and for also making your eyeshadows really pop. And then now we're getting into the good stuff. Oh, okay, except for this. This is my eyebrow gel. It's just from e.l.f. It was like $2 I found at the drugstore, and it actually works pretty well, but I have really coarse eyebrows, so they tend to stay in place. I don't know if you really needed something to lock them in, if this would be your go-to, but it works for me and it's cheap, so that's just what I've been using. Foundation, I have the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. And the reason why I like this is because it's in a plastic bottle, so you know that it's not gonna break, and it takes up less room also, and it has a pump, which is my favorite. So this is definitely the foundation that I travel with, and it's also really good because you can make it super light coverage, especially with that beauty blender, or you can even build it up and make it super full coverage in case you're having like a night out or you want to be a little bit more glam. And then to go with that, I also have the Cooling Matte Primer that I love. These are the products that I used in my glowy foundation for oily skin because those last all day long, and I just know that I love the way they look, so I don't have to worry about when I'm traveling making sure my makeup looks perfect because I already know those products are going to do that for me. For concealer, I have the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is a good one too because again, you can use it lightly or you can build it up and make it look super glam. The other thing I love to bring are these Cover FX custom enhancer drops because you can add them to your foundation and make it look really glowy if you have a night out and you want to be a little bit more glam. And then they also double as a highlighter. You can use them if you don't want to wear any makeup and just want to add a little bit to the tips of your cheekbones if you're just walking around or, I don't know, going to the beach or something. These are great and they're multi-use, which I think is key when you're traveling. You want to make sure that your products have multi-use as much as you can. And then I also bring this is what takes up the most room in my makeup bag actually, and this is my Too Faced Born This Way powder. Now for my face base, I bring the Cocoa Collection palette from Kylie Cosmetics. I love this thing, and I feel like it didn't get enough credit when it came out because no one really talked about it. I mean, people reviewed it and they said it was okay. I'm obsessed with this thing. It has my perfect bronzer shade because it's not too warm and it's definitely not too cool, and it's pigmented, it's super pretty, and it's not flat. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. And then you've got a blush here, which I love more pinky blushes. This blush is beautiful, and you have two highlights. You have one that's a little bit more white, and then the other one is like a pinky golden, and they look gorgeous if you put this Cover FX underneath and then add these highlights on top. It's beautiful. Last but not least is gonna be your eyeshadow. Now I think what palette you bring or what eyeshadows you bring really depend on what you're doing. If you're just going for a weekend to your parents' house and you aren't gonna do anything, then honestly you could just use that bronzer shade in the Cocoa palette, put it in your crease, and then throw one of the highlighting shades on your lid and you'll be good to go. But if you're going somewhere where you know you're gonna go out at night, dress it up a little bit more, I think it's important to have a palette where you can add depth to it and you can also have daytime looks. So I love the Master Palette by Mario, and I'll have to look and see if this is still being sold. I'm actually not sure, but the premise of the palette remains the same. The fact that it has all these different shades that you can use to make daytime and nighttime looks. So if you wanna just grab some of these warmer shades and then a gold for during the day, and then you can deepen it up at night. It has some blues and greens, and honestly, you can just make so many different looks out of this, and it has a little brush that I actually really like. Okay, so that is everything in my makeup bag. I know it seems like a lot, and definitely if you don't wear this much makeup, then you don't need to bring this much stuff, but it fits inside that bag perfectly, and I just know that when I travel, I'm gonna have everything that I need. So if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. There will be a link on the screen. And if you want to see more videos like this and you like kind of pack with me or not makeup tutorial videos, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys think. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Yeah.
You done?
And one take too.
You were gonna kill me, you didn't record.